Hello and welcome back to another Football Commentaries live stream. It is Europa League action this Thursday night as we are in the playoff stages where AC Milan take on Stade Rennais in the first leg at the San Siro. Milan were in the Champions League but could not survive the group of death with PSG, Dortmund and Newcastle, but do drop into the Europa League, a competition they have never won before. They do come into this game off the back of a home win to Napoli, which ended 1-0 through a captain Hernandez goal. For the French side, Stade Rennais are currently flying in all competitions after the return of their old head coach Julien Stéphan. The side are on a run of 8 straight wins in a row. This has sprung them up to 7th in Ligue 1 after a slow start under old head coach Bruno Genesio. This is the first competitive meeting between the two sides, but AC Milan have progressed through 4 of their last 5 knockout ties against French opposition. So, at the San Siro in this mid-February European clash, will Milan give themselves an advantage for the second leg, or can Stade Rennais cause an upset tonight? This is a game that AC Milan, I'm sure, will be careful, but they've got to be. Like I say, Stade Rennais on a run of 8 wins in a row in all competitions, 9 unbeaten. Since their old head coaches come back, Julien Stéphan, the 43-year-old, they have transformed into something really special. This is his 125th game in charge of Stade Rennais. He was here for 3 years, from 2018 to 2021, left and has gone on to manage Strasbourg in France for a year and a half before being sacked from that club in January of last year. But he's now back, and he returned after the sacking of the old head coach in November. And since his return, it has been nothing short of fantastic results for Stade Rennais, who, in fairness, I could not believe how much they had spent in the summer transfer window. They bought in a lot of new players, and not many of them are actually in the starting 11 tonight. A lot of them are on the bench or not in the matchday squad at all. But the players they've been bringing in, they've been for some decent fees. 2 players who aren't in this matchday squad, I think, due to injury, is Enzo Lefi, who was signed from Lorient for €20 million. Another person who's not in the matchday squad, Fabian Rieder from Young Boys. They spent €15 million on him. Ludovic Blas, who's on the bench, bought him for €15 million. Bertug Yildirim, who's on the bench, the striker, €5 million. Azor Matusiwa, who's starting tonight, the number 6, he was signed in January for €16 million. And other players they've brought in the last couple of seasons, they've been brought for a lot of money. So this Stade Rennais side there's been cash put into the team. They weren't quite at it at the start of the season, but since the change of head coach, they've obviously found their way with 8 wins in a row. That's unbelievable. For AC Milan, their last defeat was on the 10th of January. That was the 2-1 defeat to Atalanta in the Cup quarter-final. They're in a decent run of form at the moment, 3rd in Serie A. Did win at the weekend 1-0 to Napoli, but Napoli had more shots than AC Milan and more possession. But at the end of the day, a win's a win, and AC Milan will 100% take that. They did drop into the Europa League after finishing 3rd in their Champions League group, where Dortmund finished 1st on 11 points, PSG in 2nd on 8, and then AC Milan finished on 8 points themselves, but they were defeated to PSG away from home. Did beat them as well at home, but goal difference in the end sent PSG through, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a great opportunity for AC Milan to try and win this European trophy, one they haven't won before. They have got to a couple of semi-finals previously. They obviously got to the semi-final last season of the Champions League, but you can almost have a little bit of sympathy with them, with the fact the Champions League group this year was just something else. Dortmund, who was surprised a lot, topping the group, then PSG and Newcastle as well. But superb opportunity for them to take this competition seriously, AC Milan, and get themselves another European title. The last time they won the Champions League was back in 2007. Did win the Serie A recently in 2022. They've got to fancy themselves, but they've just got to be careful, because this could easily be a bit of a banana skin for AC Milan, with Stade Rennais in such good form at the moment. They won at the weekend away from home against Le Havre. It was a Buriju goal, in the 60th minute. They have had 4 clean sheets away from home in the league. 3 of them have been 0-0s, so they can definitely be compact and they can be solid defensively. But this is a whole new beast tonight at the San Siro. Can hold just over 70,000 supporters. And it's going to be a challenge for them. But they'll believe that they can take this AC Milan team on. Because if they don't have that faith, then what's the point of being in the competition? They're going to believe they can do it. But that does not mean it won't be a challenge for the French side tonight. Kickoff is just under 3 minutes away, so we will go through both sides now. We'll start with the home side, and that is AC Milan, and their goalkeeper Mike Mignon is in goal. The 28-year-old making his 97th appearance for AC Milan, joined from French side Lille in July 2021. Back four at right back is going to be Alessandro Florendi, who's got the 1 goal in this competition, which came back in 2016. At left back is captain Theo Hernandez, who's coming close to 200 appearances for AC Milan. This is appearance 197. And 2 centre-backs of a more experienced 34-year-old of Simon Kjaer, and alongside him is number 46, Matteo Gabbia, who spent the start of the season on loan at Villarreal, starting 5 of their 6 Europa League games. 2 holding midfielders. It's going to be 2 new signings in the summer from Valencia, and that is Yunus Musa, and from AZ Alkmaar, Tiani Reinders. In front of the 2 holding midfielders is going to be number 8, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who's got 5 goals for AC Milan since joining in the summer, and they've all come in the Serie A. On the right is going to be another former Chelsea player, and that's Christian Pulisic, who got 1 goal in the Champions League, and that was in the last game against Newcastle. On the left is going to be Rafael Leao, who's searching for his 50th goal in Milan colours, and leading the line. Up front is Olivier Giroud, who has had 14 goals in 20 appearances in the Europa League. It's a fantastic record. He won this competition with Chelsea in 2019. Can the 37-year-old add to his goal-scoring tally this season, which has already hit 12 goals in all competitions? For Stade Rennais, a very experienced goalkeeper of Steve Mandanda is in net. He turns 39 next month. At right back is going to be Guela Doué, and on the left is going to be Adrien Truffert. 2 centre-backs of Mohamed Amari and Artur Tiata. Very young back for there, the oldest being Artur Tiata at the age of 23. 4 across the midfield. On the right is going to be Benjamin Biriju, who signed a new contract in September 2022 to keep his stay at the club till 2026. He's been here since 2017. On the left is going to be Diazor Doué, who is brother with right back Guela Doué. 2 central midfielders of Azor Matasiwa, who joined in January from Stade Reims for €16 million. Alongside him is going to be Baptiste Santamaria. And 2 up front, it's Martin Terreira, who suffered an ACL injury in last January, but he's back this season. He's got 5 already in all competitions, 1 in the Europa League already, and 3 in his last 3 in Ligue 1. And alongside him is going to be Arnaud Kalimuendo, joined from PSG in August 2022 for £21 million. He has got the 1 Europa League goal so far, 10 in all competitions this season. And it is a Stade Rennais side who have definitely got quality all around the field, but they are up against a very difficult opponent in AC Milan. But they could not come into this game in better form. Stade Rennais, 8 wins in a row, 9 unbeaten at the moment. But they will definitely take this challenge on. It's almost a nothing to lose situation for Stade Rennais. All the pressure will be on AC Milan to come through this game. But can the Italian side progress through into the Europa League? Stade Rennais were knocked out at this point of the competition last season against Shakhtar Donetsk. And the last time they reached the last 16 was in the 18-19 season, where they lost 4-3 on aggregate to Arsenal. But it'll be a very interesting tie this home and away. I think AC Milan will have to be on it in these two games as we kick off. AC Milan kicking right to left. Stade Rennais left to right here at San Siro. It is Reinders on the ball, playing it to his right here to Florenzi. Midway side the Stade Rennais half. He goes backwards towards the halfway line to Simon Kier and across to Gabia. It's now to left back Hernandez, who looks down the line, finds Musa, who's on this near side. He's got Hernandez behind him, plays it into the Milan captain, then inside to Leao. Now a great pass into the space for Loftus-Cheek. Turns away from one opposition player and then plays out wide left here to Musa. One-on-one here with Doué. Goes back here into Hernandez. As it is a quick start from AC Milan. As Musa is dispossessed on the ball here. And Stade Rennais can try and bring it out here through right back Doué, who pokes it forward towards Cali Muendo. But he can't quite control the ball, and that will be a ball back to the possession of AC Milan. Midway inside their own half with Gabia into goalkeeper Mike Mignon, who has faced Stade Rennais 11 times previously, only winning 3 and losing 5, as he was once of Lille before joining AC Milan. It's now with Reinders, the central midfielder here for AC Milan, cut out by left back Truffert. Forward here to Cali Muendo. It's now wide left here for Stade Rennais. Truffert into Desio Doué. His pass intercepted there by Florenzi on the edge of the box, and it can be brought away here by Pulisic. Coming across to the AC Milan left, playing the ball towards Hernandez. It's gone right behind him, but he'll go back and retrieve the ball here for the home side. And in the left back position it is number 19, Theo Hernandez, who has won a Champions League before in his career. Whilst he was at Real Madrid, he made 3 appearances in their campaign in the 2017-2018 season, and he was on the bench for the final against Liverpool. It's now with Reinders, back out to the left back. Hernandez still inside his own half. It's now with Leao. It's a very solid shape by Stade Rennais. It'll be a team that will be hard to beat for AC Milan. As the ball goes across to Gabia, and we're back with the goalkeeper of Mike Mignon. Stade Rennais are actually looking for their 3rd away win in a row in major European competition for the first time ever. They won the last 2 away games they've played in their group stage, which consisted of Villarreal, Maccabi Haifa and Panathinaikos. Finished with 12 points in the end, 2nd place, and Villarreal finished on 13. And the last game in the group stage for Stade Rennais was a home defeat to Villarreal, which meant they finished above them in the group, giving them a straight pass into the last 16. It's on the halfway line on this near side with captain Hernandez for AC Milan. Just a lot of possession for the home side to start off for the first 3.5 minutes as Mignon, the goalkeeper, goes long out to the AC Milan right. It's cut out by Truffert as it went towards Pulisic, and the left back will bring it forward here towards the halfway line. Goes forward to Terrier, 1-2 with Truffert. Then forward towards Cali Muendo, just can't quite beat Kier to it. And it's Gabia in a right back position for AC Milan. Forward here to Florenzi, flicks over one player, then caught by the other. And that's a foul given against Adrien Truffert for Stade Rennais. Good bit of skill there from Florenzi to flick it over the head of one Stade Rennais player, but then was caught by Truffert in the end. There he is, Stefano Pioli, the head coach for AC Milan. This is his 23rd game in charge in a Europa League game. His best finishes in this competition have been last 16 in 2016 and 2021. It's now with AC Milan midway inside their own half here with Simon Kier, whose only goal for AC Milan since joining in September 2020 was actually in the Europa League. It was in the last 16 against Manchester United. It was a 92nd minute equaliser at Old Trafford in March 2021, but they did go on and lose the second leg here at San Siro. As Giroud towards this near side. Tackled there by, I believe that was Guella Doué, the right back. And it'll be a AC Milan throw in, and they'll start again from the back with number 46, Matteo Gabbia. He's been at the club since the age of 12. He's a former Italian under-21 international. Spent the start of the season on loan at Villarreal, till being recalled as they've had a few injury problems at centre-back. AC Milan, with Malik Chow returning on the bench tonight. He has been out since early December with a hamstring injury, also lacking Kalulu and Tamori at centre-back. So they've had to call upon Gabbia to fill in here as Stade Rennais have won the ball back here. Doué being brought down from behind by Gabbia, but nothing given. That's a surprising decision, but AC Milan will attempt to counter-attack here on the right-hand side, midway inside the Stade Rennais half with Loftus-Cheek. He's not got many options around him. Goes to his left 5 yards to Reinders. Out to the right to Florenzi now at right back. As again, Stade Rennais sit deep on the ball. It's not on the ball, they're off the ball, but they sit deep whilst defending, as it's on the halfway line here with Simon Kier. Big switch out to the left here towards Liao, chest in front of him. That's a beautiful touch. Liao in the area, strikes it off the bar. I'm sure that took a deflection, and the referee indicates for a corner kick. It's a great switch by Kier, but the touch by Liao on the chest to allow him to dart inside and getting across quickly was Warmed Amari, the centre-back, who threw himself at the shot and blocked it onto the crossbar. First big chance of the game. AC Milan have had to be patient, but they've created it through Chieri and Liao, and it was almost a goal if it wasn't for the deflection. Putting it onto the crossbar. It looked like Steve Mandanda in the Stade Rennais goal was beaten. As Florenzi will take a right-footed in-swing. It goes to the edge of the area here to Hernandez. His cross blocked on the edge of the box by Cali Muendo. And it will be another corner here for AC Milan on this near side. So close there from Rafael Leao. That would have been a superb way to score his 50th Milan goal. He's only ever scored once in this competition. Came in a home group stage game in 2020. But here is Florenzi again. Right-footed, he'll put this straight into the area this time. It's a low one, flicked on towards the edge of the area to Liao. Nods it down here for Reinders, who strikes it, and it's always rising. And it's out for a goal kick. Not the worst of attempts there by Tijani Reinders, as it was laid off to him by Liao about 20 yards out. He got over the ball quite well, really. Wasn't the worst attempt, but couldn't quite keep it down. Over the bar it went. As Tijani Reinders has got the 2 goals since joining in the summer for AC Milan. His last in December against Monza. Didn't score in the Champions League group stages. But AC Milan have had a good start so far. They've just been allowed to keep the ball. And they have created a few openings. That one for Rafael Leao was the best we've had so far. So back with AC Milan possession with their goalkeeper Mike Mignon, who kept the 2 clean sheets in the group stages of the Champions League. Former PSG goalkeeper Mike Mignon. Spent 6 years at the club before moving on for Lille, and now in Italy with AC Milan. It's now the right back Florenzi into the midfield now to Reinders. Got a bit of space to run into here. The Dutch midfielder goes out to the far side here to Pulisic. He's not got many options with him in an advanced area, so goes back here to Florenzi. Inside to Reinders on halfway. All Stade Rennais players currently behind the ball. Did lose a big player in the summer, Stade Rennais, losing Jeremy Doku to Manchester City for £55.5 million. But it seems like under the new head coach now, Julien Stéphan, they are back on track. 8 wins in a row for Stade Rennais in all competitions, which has put them into this game into great form. Still with AC Milan inside their own half with the right back Florenzi. Lifted ball down the right hand side. They'll find Loftus-Cheek with it. Santa Maria coming across to try and tackle him, but Loftus-Cheek takes him on across the byline, pulls it across, and it's put straight behind for a goal kick by Olivier Giroud. Good play down the AC Milan right. The ball in behind from Florenzi, and Loftus-Cheek did the rest. taking on Santa Maria. And on the byline, he had to look for the cutback and he put it towards Giroud, but it was actually Musa to take the shot on. Couldn't catch it towards goal, and wide it went in the end for AC Milan, who have definitely been the better side in the opening 10 minutes, but haven't opened the scoring as Mandanda goes long for Stade Rennais, out to the right-hand side. Can't be kept in there by Cali Muendo. And it is a throw-in for AC Milan. Very experienced goalkeeper, Steve Mandanda, for Stade Rennais, who was in the France World Cup squad for the World Cup win in 2018. Did make 35 appearances for his national side. His debut coming back in May 2008. And he's known for his time at Marseille. Mandanda spent 9 years at the club in his first stint. And then an extra 5 in his second stint, playing over 600 games for the club. Had a little stint in the Premier League, Mandanda, with Crystal Palace back in the 2016-2017 season. That's Hernandez on halfway, plays it forward to Loftus-Cheek, got his back to the opposition goal, so relays it into Hernandez. And I think AC Milan are more than happy just to settle on the ball, have the possession, and they do realise that the openings will arrive. They've just got to not rush anything, not force anything as well. Stade Rennais' last loss in all competitions was that final group game against Villarreal back on the 14th of December, 3-2 home defeat. As I switch out to the right for AC Milan, kept in by Pulisic, but the touch isn't fantastic. Doué takes over, heavy touch to try and get around Florenzi, can't quite get on the end of his own touch there, and it's poked back to Mignon. But there is 2 Doués in the Stade Rennais team. Guella, Doué at right back, and then Dizio Doué at left midfield, who was of interest of Newcastle during this season in both windows, but nothing quite materialised for the young 18-year-old winger, who scored 3 goals in the league. All of them, 2 of them in the last 5. It's AC Milan with their right back Florenzi inside their own half here. Just the 3 changes for AC Milan from the weekend. Change at right back is Calabria, their club captain, came off injured against Napoli, so he was replaced by Florenzi, and then they've made 2 changes in midfield with Adli, and Benessa coming out of the team for Musa and Reinders. Pulisic on the halfway line. Deflected pass out for a throw-in. And Pulisic will throw the ball back here to Alessandro Florenzi, who struggled last season with injury, with a hamstring problem from September to March, as it'll be a AC Milan corner here. They went long into the box, and Stade Rennais tried to head it back to the goalkeeper Mandanda. It was the left back Truffert, but the header was wayward and it went out of play for a corner. The goalkeeper tried to keep it in but couldn't get there in time. It was just a ball towards the edge of the box to Loftus-Cheek, and it was the right idea from the left back Truffert to try and head it back to his goalkeeper, but the header was wayward and he's conceded a very cheap corner here, which will be taken by the left back Hernandez. It will be a left-footed in-swinger. It's a glided ball out to the edge of the box where it will be volleyed by Florenzi, and it hits Pulisic, choosing an offside position, and it'll be a free kick for Stade Rennais. Really well worked there from AC Milan to have Florenzi on his own on the edge of the box, but he's just not caught it at all. Florenzi was actually slightly annoyed that the referee got in the way there, really. Not too much, not for him to scuff the shot like he did. As the referee tonight is Nikola Dabanovic. Now Stade Rennais to play out from the back if they possibly can, towards Cali Muendo, got there in the end. Tackle from behind by Gabbia, the centre-back. Free kick for the away side. Just gone right through the back of him there, Gabbia. In fairness, got quite a chunk of the ball, but I think the argument from the referee is he had to go through the man to get the ball there. Stade Rennais attack here. They've got a bit of possession, something they've not had in the whole game. It's with their Belgian centre-back, Arthur Theata. 23-year-old centre-back, was once of interest of Liverpool. Can play left-back alongside being the centre-back, but did sign a new 4-year deal at Stade Rennais in September of last year, till 2027. It goes across here to Amari, the centre-back, who charges forward, plays it into the space here, down the right-hand side towards Doué, who goes in with Hernandez, and the foul's gone against him. Guella Doué sliding in on the AC Milan captain. Let's have a look here. I just don't see a foul in that at all. They've both gone in for it, sliding in, and they're both connected with each other. I just don't see how that's a free kick, really. That's a bit of a soft one given by the referee. As the challenge is gone against Guella Doué. Hernandez has stayed down, so possibly the knees of Guella Doué has just gone into the chest of Theo Hernandez. I still don't see how it's a foul. They've both gone into each other. I mean, I could be seeing this wrong, but they've both gone in sliding for the ball. And unfortunately, it is Theo Hernandez who's come off slightly worse. He is back to his feet, and he'll walk off here after some medical treatment. So it'll be a free kick for AC Milan. I think it'll be taken here by Gabia, as I'm sure the French left-back will be okay to continue. Theo Hernandez, as they do play it across to the goalkeeper, Mike Mignon. And we're back underway here. The left-back is back on the field as well. And AC Milan will build from their defensive back line. So for Simon Kjær, the Danish centre-back. Florenzi from right back drives forward into the Stade Rennais half, goes for a switch out to the left, looking for Rafael Leao, and they find him. He heads it into left back Hernandez, who plays it back to Leao in the final third. 1-on-1 here with Guella Doué. Goes around the outside of him, or he tempted to. It was poked behind by the right back, and it'll be a corner for AC Milan. It's going to be a long night for Doué at right back against Rafael Leao, who is so dangerous and so energetic on that left wing position. So it's corner number 4 here for AC Milan, who have come close already, 6 minutes in, with Rafael Leao hitting the crossbar with a deflected shot. But Florenzi from the corner crosses it into the 6-yard box. It's flicked away, and it'll be kept in on the far side here by Adrien Truffert for Stade Rennais. Goes back into Tiata, the centre-back. Clears it long here. It's a high one, beyond the halfway line, towards no one in a white and black shirt for Stade Rennais, and it can be controlled and dealt with by Simon Kjær. Not really done that well at keeping possession, Stade Rennais, when they've had it, which, in fairness, hasn't been very often in the game so far. Simon Kjær to right back Florenzi. Curled ball down the line. It'll be chased here by Loftus-Cheek, but won't be able to keep that ball in, just slightly overhit. Goal kick for the away side. And they are into the quarterfinals of the Cup. Stade Rennais, as they do chase European qualification for next year, currently 7th in the French division. Amari, forward here to Bourigeaud, the number 14, who has been in the goals as of late, the midfielder. 4 in his last 7 in the league. This Tiata, centre-back, on halfway, brings it forward. Santa Maria, back to Matusiwa. Bit of possession here for the away side. So with the centre-back, Tiata, 6'1" Belgian, left-footed, and he plays that left-footed ball forward, cut out by Kjær, picked up here for Stade Rennais with left-back Truffert. Towards the byline, can just about work across him before it goes out. Sticks up to the back post, which has been played inside by Bourigeaud and cleared by AC Milan. Kept alive, though, by Matusiwa for the away side. Midway side, the AC Milan half. So finally a bit of pressure here on the AC Milan defence as the centre-back, Tiata, strikes it from genuinely about 45 yards out. That is ridiculous. Wise took that shot on. Obviously, that's gone so far over the crossbar, you probably won't see that ball again. Someone in the crowd will probably take that one home. Literally, we're 20 minutes in, and it's the first time Stade Rennais have actually got forward into the AC Milan half and had a decent possession. And instead of working and opening, the centre-backs decided to shoot from literally about 40 yards out. It's just ridiculous. As Hernandez clears it forward for AC Milan, Leao can't flick it on. It deflects off Santa Maria, and it's back with AC Milan with Musa. Now Leao on halfway. Can he turn away from Santa Maria? He'll burst past him with pace. Rafael Leao keeps going. Ball just goes behind him, but he keeps it moving, playing it to the right to Pulisic. Florenzi's overlapping. He'll find him. Florenzi crosses low, deflects at the near post. And out for a corner. Comes off Artur Tiata there. For Stade Rennais, it was aimed towards Olivier Giroud, who's been slightly quiet in this game so far. Not done too much, the French striker, who has got 3 in his last 6 in the league. 1 in the Champions League, which was the 2-1 win at home to PSG. So it will be a corner kick for AC Milan here on the far side. So it'll be a left-footed in-swinger from Hernandez. Right arm raised. Ball delivered in. Leao at the far post. It comes off Leao. Then Truffert. Then back off Leao and wide of the post. So it will be a Stade Rennais goal kick. Good in-swinging ball there from Theo Hernandez. And he was aiming for Leao. And his header deflected off the Stade Rennais defender. Then back off himself for a goal kick. Stade Rennais play out from the back in the midfield now with Santa Maria. Flicks it beyond Theo Hernandez. And then he's fouled by him. Tried to kick the ball away from Barugi. Theo Hernandez, but caught him in the stomach. We're back underway with the centre-back of Tiata. Bursting away from Loftus-Cheek. Forward towards Terrier. Deflected away by Kier. And it's back to Tiata, the Stade Rennais centre-back. Haven't got their strikers in the game at all so far, the away side. Martin Terrier and Arnaud Calimuendo. As if their goalkeeper Mandanda in the 18-yard box. Lifts it forward, up towards Terrier. Touches loose, picked up by Florenzi. Ball forward to Pulisic, who goes down over a challenge, nothing given. And it'll be Stade Rennais to break away here. Florenzi tries to win the ball back. Ball runs loose to left-back Truffert in the corner flag. Turns, crosses to Calimuendo. Just outside the area at the moment. Keeps it away from Reinders. And plays it here into Dizior Doué. Ball in the box. It finds Barugi. And he's curled it wide. Benjamin Bariju. About 18 yards out. Try to curl it to the far corner. Just didn't bend in enough to work Mike Mignon in the AC Milan goal. Not the worst of attempts, though, by Bariju. And AC Milan play from the back. Theo Hernandez. Rafael Leao inside his own half. Try to turn away from Guella Doué. Brought down by the right back, and that will be a free kick for the home side. And that's a rightly given free kick. He did bring down Rafael Leao there. Didn't get anywhere near the ball, in fact. And I'm sure he'll get a lot of that, Rafael Leao. When he plays such a tricky winger, he'll be brought down a lot. But they did lose at home here in the Champions League group stages, AC Milan. A defeat to Borussia Dortmund. But in the league, they've only lost 2 at home to Juventus and Udinese. The last defeat coming back in early November. Now, Loftus-Cheek on the right wing position. Midway side, the Stade Rennais half goes back towards the halfway line to Florenzi. Out wide right here to Pulisic. Back into Florenzi as everyone behind the ball for Stade Rennais, as usual. When the home side are in possession. Forward ball to Loftus-Cheek, can't control it. Cleared by Tiata, can't find Desio Doué on the left wing, and it'll run straight through for the Danish centre-back of Kjær. And he'll lift the ball forward over the top, looking for Giroud, who controls it nicely, just gets away from him, so it can be cleared by Tiata. Kept in, though, on the right by Pulisic, driving inside onto his left foot. Plays it backwards here to Reinders. It's now with Gabriel on halfway, the centre-back, and across to Kjær to keep it away from Calimuendo. Lifted ball forward, can't find Florenzi. It's now with Santa Maria. Desio Doué takes over, striding forward here. Moose is trying to chase him down. He can't play it to the left, though, because it's been intercepted by Kjær. He was looking for Terrier. Poor ball, really, there by Desio Doué. The 18-year-old winger needed to find the pass there to Martin Terrier. So it's AC Milan back on the ball with their left centre-back of Matteo Gabbia. 24 years of age now. Came through the AC Milan ranks. Florenzi. Euros winner with Italy back in 2021. Did come off the bench late in the final for Italy in their win against England on penalties. Pulisic, again driving inside, away from Truffert. Pulisic tries to go forward to Giroud, intercepted by Matasiwa. Stade Rennais on the ball with left back Truffert. Tripped there by Giroud, and that will be a free kick in a left back position for Stade Rennais. Olivier Giroud knew that he'd just caught him late there, so he's very apologetic, helping the left back to his feet. Now Stade Rennais try to play down the right-hand side here with Warmed Amari. Joined the club at age 14. Plays it forward to number 9, Calimuendo. And he tries to go around Gabbia. Goes down under the challenge. Nothing given by the referee. And we'll continue with AC Milan on the ball. Couldn't quite keep it there. Calimuendo. On halfway line, it's the captain Hernandez at left back. 1-2 with Leao. Inside to Reinders. Back into Gabbia. Midway side his own half. Very patient build up here from AC Milan, who are not rushing anything. An interesting fact, Olivier Giroud could become the 4th oldest player to score in the knockout stages of the Europa League. Currently the age of 37. He's still got it, Olivier Giroud. He's on 12 goals for the season in all competitions, 11 of them in the league. Just 3 at home, though, in the league. There's Leao in the left working position. Crosses to the far post towards Loftus-Cheek. Just goes over the Englishman's head. And that will be a goal kick for Stade Rennais. He really knows how to turn the pace on. Rafael Leao, he can be very dangerous. And just as he was entering the box on the left-hand side, he went for the right-footed cross, curling it in towards goal. It just went beyond Loftus-Cheek and behind for a goal kick. And it'll be played short by Tiata to the goalkeeper Mandanda, who goes long. Can't win the header there, Terrier. Won by Kjær. Flicked on by Giroud. Header away by Tiata. Nodded down by Terrier to Santa Maria. And out to the right here to Calimuendo. Is beaten to it by Gabbia, but does win a throw-in for his side there. Calimuendo. Good defending from Gabbia to time the challenge right. It does look like we have Azor Matasiwa down. As Giroud won that header, he fell onto by Amari. And he's come off worse there. But I'm sure everyone will be okay to continue. It is actually Amari the one struggling. Because as he fell, as he was falling back to the ground, he just landed quite awkwardly on Matasiwa. They do have centre-backs on the bench though, Stade Rennais. They've got Christopher Wu, the 22-year-old. Alidou Seydou as well, 23 years of age. Signed in January from Clermont Foot. So we're back underway. Half an hour played. Mandanda forward here to Santa Maria. Out to the right here to Amari. Ball forward towards Kalimuendo. Isn't accurate. And the striker was a little bit flat-footed anyway. Wasn't ready to receive the ball. So it's back with AC Milan inside their own half with right back Florenzi. Needs to be more on his toes there. Kalimuendo. As it's still with Florenzi, the AC Milan right back. Long ball forward towards Hernandez on the edge of the box. Header won by Guella Doué. Misplaced touch there by Matusiwa. And possession's back with AC Milan. On the halfway line with Musa. It's now Simon Kier. Across to right back. Florenzi on halfway. Stade Rennais park everyone behind the ball as usual in this game. It's been the theme so far. Christian Pulisic. Reinders out to the right to Florenzi. Just in the final third. He'll go for an early cross. Flicked on by Loftus-Cheek. And off the post and in. AC Milan finally break the deadlock here at San Siro. They've had to be patient and persistent. But eventually they've got their goal. Fantastic cross from Florenzi. A very well guided header home through Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who gets his 6th goal of the season. The other 5 had come in the league. This is his first in Europe for the campaign. It's a superb header away from Mandanda. Almost impossible for the goalkeeper to save it. And just a slight glance to the far corner there from Loftus-Cheek to put AC Milan ahead. And here at San Siro, after just over half an hour played, it is AC Milan 1, Stade Rennais 0. Good cross from Florenzi to put it in early. And a header which was 1-1 on his own there for Loftus-Cheek. Poor marking in the box from Stade Rennais. And they are behind here in Italy. As AC Milan have the lead here. Matusiwa on the ball for Stade Rennais. Midway side his own half. Plays it forward to Santa Maria. Then out to the left here to Truffert. He's got Terrier making a run forward as the left back will have space to run into. Giroud's the one chasing him down. Lays it off here into Desio Doué, whose cross is cleared on the penalty spot by Gabbia. But it's only as far as Stade Rennais' Tiata at the back. So they'll rebuild again. Out towards the far side here. To Desio Doué. Goes back to the halfway line here to Tiata. It's now on the near side here with Guella Doué. Tackled there by Liao. Throwing for the away side. Midway side, the AC Milan half. Thrown back here to number 8. Baptiste Santa Maria, who switches out to the left. It's a beautiful ball. Controlled by Desio Doué, who keeps the ball away from Pulisic for the moment. Twisting and turning nicely into the final third. Plays it to his left to Truffert. Not got many options in the box. Plays it simple to Terrier. It's now back with Truffert again. He's forward from left back. He crosses. Kalimuendo's shot deflects towards the right back of Guella Doué, who can't quite catch the volley. Easy save for Mike Mignon. Decent opening there for Stade Rennais. Just couldn't quite work a dangerous shot at goal. Because Guella Doué, who had the final shot, is not quite known for his goal scoring. Yet to score for Stade Rennais since coming through and playing for the first team. Has been at the club since 2011. Loftus-Cheek on the right, enters the box, pulls it across. Liao with the touch, with a second, and eventually can work the shot, which has been blocked in the end. And it'll run through here for Theo Hernandez, midway side the Stade Rennais half. On this near side, he goes back and across to the centre circle to Reinders. Bursts away from Kalimuendo. Then plays out to the right to Florenzi, who's got 1 assist to his name. Crossing opportunity isn't on this time. So he's been forced to go backwards here to Tijani Reinders, who did reach the Conference League semi-finals last season with AZ Alkmaar. now also a part of the Dutch setup at international level. Ball down the line for Musa, who will chase it and will keep this ball in towards the corner flag on the near side. 1-on-1 with Amari. Lays it off for Leao. Crosses with the right foot. It's a deeper one. It's controlled by Pulisic, but it's a heavy one. Straight into the hands of Mandanda in the 6-yard box. If that had just stuck closer to Pulisic, we could have had a second goal. But unfortunately, his touch wasn't quite at the required ability. But Stade Rennais, with a bit of possession now in the AC Milan half. Terrier plays it out to the left to Truffert. Again, good getting forward from left back. Adrian Truffert, who's ball into the box, finds Kalimuendo. His touch can't quite keep it away from Gabbia, who finds Florenzi. Low ball down the line for Pulisic, who dummies the ball through his legs and latches onto the ball, and he gets away from Truffert. Pulisic, he's got Giroud peeling out to the right. I think he's just straight offside. The flag will stay down for the moment, and Giroud from 25 yards will strike it, but it's saved towards the bottom right corner by Mandanda. I doubt that goal would have stood there for Olivier Giroud. I'm pretty certain he just strayed offside. Didn't quite catch it there either. Olivier Giroud, who won this competition in 2019 with Chelsea, has 11 goals in 14 appearances for Chelsea in this competition. So now with Mandanda in goal for Stade Rennais. Forward here to Brigitte. It's now back with the goalkeeper Mandanda again. Do have PSG away after the second leg, Stade Rennais, on the 25th of February, as they do play the next leg of this game exactly next week at home. Mandanda, high ball out towards the right-hand side here. Leao goes over a challenge, not giving us a free kick. Can it be kept in here by Guella Doué from right back, who crosses it low, dealt with by Hernandez and volleyed by Gabbia. Out of play for a throw in towards the halfway line on the near side for Stade Rennais. Just not quite good enough, that cross from Guella Doué, who was able to outmuscle Leao off the ball and send himself down the right-hand side into the final third. So throw in for Guella Doué. Throws it short here to Brigitte. So now with Tiata in midway side his own half, the centre-back. Brigitte again. Forward to Kalimuendo. Then into Brigitte. Bit of possession now for the away side. It's on the halfway line with Tiata. Bringing it forward. Playing out to the left here to Desio Doué. Wants a 1-2 and he gets it. Here is Doué running across the box and striking it towards goal. Straight at Mignon in the end, which is a little bit disappointing for Desio Doué, bursting in from that left-hand side. Such a promising player. Made his debut just after his 17th birthday in Ligue 1 in August 2022. Did sign a 3-year extension of his contract, Desio Doué, in August of 2023. So left back Hernandez in the defensive third for AC Milan. His pass is deflected off the hand of Brigitte, and he has no complaints. So free kick for AC Milan, still inside their own half. Pulisic driving in from the far side into the centre circle and playing it across to the left to Hernandez, who crosses the halfway line here. Finds Leao in the final third. Can he work his magic? Burst of speed down the left. Cuts onto his right foot. Scoops across to the far post. Loftus-Cheek controls it, but is brought down by Giroud, who went up for the ball himself, and it fell into the very thankful hands of Steve Mandanda. And it remains 1-0 here. Giroud actually went for the overhead kick, and Loftus-Cheek just chested it down, but he went down over Giroud, who was coming back to the ground from his overhead kick attempt. So all just a bit of a mess there for AC Milan. As it is put forward here by Stade Rennais. Terrier just behind Bridiju. And he takes down Reinders. Oh no, it'll be a free kick for Stade Rennais. I don't know why that's been given. It was on Calimuendo from Gabia as the striker flicked it behind him to play the ball into Bridiju. He was brought down by Gabia, so free kick for the away side, played out to the left back of Truffert. Given away by Terrier. So now with right back Florenzi into the 18-yard area to Mignon, and it's AC Milan back in possession. It's not quite been able to make it stick in the AC Milan half. Stade Rennais not really built too many big opportunities. Bridiju has had a shot put wide, and then one was also put straight at Mignon by Désiré Doué. Leao, first time pass forward, looking for Musa. Comes off the chest of Guella Doué. He'll be throwing on halfway for AC Milan on this near side. Throw goes all the way back towards the edge of the 18-yard box for Gabia. AC Milan's number 46 at the back. So now with Florenzi, the right back. As AC Milan have lost 4 home games this season in all competitions. 2 in the league, 1 in the cup to Atalanta at the quarter-final stage, and then also the 1 in the Champions League to Dortmund. As Florenzi goes over the top into the 18-yard box, can't find the run of Leao, caught by Mandanda, rolled out quickly by the goalkeeper to Bridiju. Switches it out to the left towards Truffert, controlled by Désiré Doué, who can take on Pulisic. Got options left and right, plays it to the left back Truffert in the final third, who crosses off the backside of Florenzi and out for a throw-in for the away side. Still in the final third, but they do throw it back here towards the halfway line to centre-back Tiata, who brings it forward, lays off to Truffert. Then back now here for Stade Rennais with their centre-back of Amari in the centre circle. Matusiwa into Amari again. Towards Terrier. Cut out by Kier. Loose ball drops here to Santa Maria. Terrier, 25 yards from goal, plays out to the right to Matusiwa. It's now with Guella Doué, everything to his left. Crosses it in deep towards Truffert. Header won by Pulisic. But it's only reached a Stade Rennais player, so the pressure will continue here on AC Milan's defence. As Stade Rennais on the halfway line here with Warmed Umari. It's now with Mandanda, the goalkeeper, midway side zone half. No press from the AC Milan forward line. Tiata. Back into Mandanda. Looking for the pass here, the goalkeeper. Thinking about going long. He'll play it forward. It's a beautiful pass. Controlled there by Désiré Doué. But can't quite keep it away from Pulisic. One back for AC Milan in their own half. Such a good find there by Mandanda. Just couldn't be controlled by Désiré Doué. Kier now for AC Milan from the back. To the right back of Florenzi. Just over a minute left of the first 45 minutes here at San Siro. Reinders into Florenzi. Gabia. Ball down the left, looking for Hernandez. Cut out there by Amari. Brought down by Bridiju. Tries to turn away from Musa, but he's tackled there by the former Valencia midfielder, American international. And it's a Stade Rennais throw, midway side their own half on this near side. Thrown back here to Amari, the centre-back. Now into Mandanda, 30 seconds of the 45 to play. Now with Tiata. Out to left-back Truffert. Plays it down the line, deflects off Pulisic. Throwing for Stade Rennais. Throwing down the line towards the halfway line. Controlled inside by Kali Muendo towards Desio Doué, who gets away from Musa and Hernandez. Ball away on the right to his brother. Kuela Doué cut out by Liao. All as far as True Fair on the edge of the box on the left-hand side. Kali Muendo cuts in, right-footed shot, blocked. Drops it for Stade Rennais, so they keep possession with Berrijou, who puts the ball into the box. It's too overhit there, and it'll be a catch from Mignon. Aiming for Kali Muendo there, Berrijou, but he's overhit the cross. A decent opening there for the away side. As the pass needed to be better there from Desio Doué, who's looking for his brother, running from right back, Kuela Doué. But the pass was under hit, and it could be intercepted by Liao, who was doing his defensive work very well there. Minute added on at the end of this first half, and the minute's been played, and the referee blows the half-time whistle here at San Siro. It's been a game where AC Milan have dominated the possession. Stade Rennais show glimpses of what they can do going forward. They have definitely grown into the game the more the half's gone on, but they have fell behind in the 32nd minute. A fantastic early cross from Florenzi on the far side, finding an unmarked Loftus-Cheek, who headed it and glanced it towards the far post. It came off the post and in to beat Steve Mandanda in the Stade Rennais goal. And here, after the first 45 minutes at the San Siro, is AC Milan 1, Stade Rennais 0. Thank you to everyone who's listening for the first half. I'll be back for the second half in around 15 minutes' time. So make sure you're back here for the second half. But here at San Siro at half time, it's AC Milan 1, Stade Rennais 0. We are back for the second half, which will be getting underway in a couple of minutes' time. The first half saw AC Milan go 1-0 up through Ruben Loftus-Cheek, a lovely flicked on header from a Florenzi cross off the post to beat Steve Mandanda. But in fairness, AC Milan have been in complete control. That doesn't mean Stade Rennais not had chances. They've flirted around the AC Milan 18-yard box, but haven't really tested Steve Mandanda properly. Haven't tested Mike Mignon in the AC Milan goal. And in fairness, Steve Mandanda has made a couple of saves. Rafael Leao also did hit the bar via a deflection around 7 or 8 minutes in. So AC Milan have had plenty of opportunities. They definitely deserve to go in with the lead. And it was through Loftus-Cheek, who signed in the summer for £14 million from Chelsea. He won this competition with Chelsea in 2019, and he scored 4 in 11 in that run to the final win, which shows that Loftus-Cheek definitely was a player that Chelsea maybe could have used. Obviously, for the Chelsea DNA, he was probably too old. He's now 28. But I've always liked Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and I'm glad he got a big European move to AC Milan, and he is showcasing exactly what he is about. Spent 19 years at Chelsea, Loftus-Cheek, from 2004 to 2023, making 155 appearances, but did lack goals in the final season he was there. He didn't score any goals last season for Chelsea, and his last goal for them came back in April 2022. So that's probably why they were also looking at him to move him on, because he wasn't quite bringing in the goals. But again, what Chelsea player didn't struggle last season under Tuchel and Potter and then Lampard as well. Hopefully we can get the second half started as soon as possible, so we can get this over and done with. What a place this San Siro is. Can hold about 80,000, but the average between AC Milan and Inter around 72,500, and that's the average both teams get in. There is Stefano Pioli, 58-year-old AC Milan head coach. Has been in charge of 13 different clubs since he's turned professional in terms of his coaching. In 2003, been in charge of the likes of Fiorentina, spent a year at Inter Milan, 2 years as well with Lazio, never in charge of Juventus, who he did play for 3 years in his playing career as a centre-back. There is the side in red and black re-emerging from the tunnel. AC Milan into the cauldron that is San Siro. I've been there myself last October, and the San Siro, from the outside anyway, is absolutely massive. It just seems so intimidating if you were to come here as a opposition player. And in the inside, it's quite big as well, but especially from the outside, it's absolutely massive. And where head coach Julian Stefani stood, I have been there as well, on his 125th game in charge. As we're back underway here at San Siro, Stade Rennais with kick-off, kicking right to left. AC Milan, left to right. It's with their goalkeeper, Steve Mandanda, AC Milan not pressing 38-year-old goalkeeper, 10 years older than his opposite goalkeeper, Mike Mignon. Forward, flicked on by Terrier to Cali Muendo, couldn't control it. And it's gone straight back to AC Milan on their edge of the box with centre-back Gabbia. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes off shortly. Arnaud, Cali Muendo, he struggled up front to just keep the ball. Every time he gets it, it's just a heavy touch here, a heavy touch there, and just needs to be a lot better from Cali Muendo. It's Loftus-Cheek on this near side, getting beyond two Stade Rennais players. They're going back to right back Florenzi, who will go across the 18-yard box with the ball himself. Looks forward here and brings it forward ever so slightly, midway side his own half here. Goes for a ball over the top now towards Loftus-Cheek. He controls it nicely. He's got the run to his right. Finds him. Ball across. Cut out by Amari in the 6-yard box. Really good play there from Florenzi to find Loftus-Cheek and play it through into the path of Christian Pulisic, whose pullback was dealt with by Amari. But from back to front very quickly there, AC Milan, who would like a 2 or 3 goal lead going into the second leg to give themselves real security. And they've come close to scoring the second already, but they've got a corner now through Theo Hernandez, the captain, with his left foot. An in-swinger. He lifts it to the near post. Flicks on by Kier. Great saving on the rebound. It's headed home by Ruben Loftus-Cheek again. This header was a lot easier than the first one that he scored. But he was in the right place at the right time to double Milan's lead. Loftus-Cheek with the brace. He's been in goal-scoring form in the league this season with 3 in his last 7. And we've got to give credit to Mandanda there, because the corner that went in at the near post was, I think, flicked on by the back of Kier. I don't think it hit the back of his head, or his head anywhere. I think it hit his back. Yeah, it did. Top of his back towards that far corner where it was superbly saved by Mandanda. And he wasn't helped out by his defence on the rebound. It was Loftus-Cheek to get there first. About 6 yards out, headed it into the goal where Steve Mandanda was just trying to get back up as quickly as he could. But he couldn't do it in time to save the header. And it's hit the back of the net. And it's Loftus-Cheek with his second of the game. And straight after the break, it's AC Milan 2, Stade Rennais 0. Loftus-Cheek with both goals. We've got a serious emergence of improving midfielders at the moment in the English ranks. We've had Ross Barkley performing for Luton this season. We've got Loftus-Cheek performing now here for AC Milan. His last appearance for England, Loftus-Cheek, was back in November 2018. But you can't be far away from looking into Southgate's plans. He's been very good tonight, and he's settled in quite quickly here in Italy since his summer move. And it's not surprising he's scored 2-headed goals. He is 6'3", but that one was a lot easier than the first one. It has to be said. So just hitting the 4th minute of the second half, so 49 we're into. And it is AC Milan with a 2-goal lead. And I expected more from Stade Rennais, who are 8 wins in a row at the moment in all competitions, but they've just not been at it defensively. And in fairness, AC Milan have made this look quite easy. Don't get me wrong, Stade Rennais had their moments in the AC Milan half, but this never really looked like they were going to score, even though they had some decent build-up here and there. As it is Mike Mignon in the AC Milan goal with the ball on the edge of the box. Florenzi, lifted ball down the right, Pulisic will chase it, it's overhit by quite some margin, it can be seen out for a goal kick by Tiata. Even with the pace of Pulisic, that was a very overhit ball in behind. As Tiata will dribble it forward from the goal kick, it's touched on there, and it finds Santa Maria. It's now with Truffert, forward from left back, inside towards Terrier. Goes behind the Stade Rennais number 7, picked up by Musa in the midfield for AC Milan. It's just moments like that where the passes haven't been good enough for the away team. You know, true fair has got to find Terrier. And this time it's AC Milan to attack. Reinders out to the left here to Leao. In the area. Curls the cross in. Header away by Amari. Be picked up here for Stade Rennais. As it will be a free kick there as Dizio Doué kicked it off the hand of Loftus-Cheek. Wasn't intentional handball, but his hand was out. And it's a free kick here for Stade Rennais. Midway side of their own half with Baptiste Santamaria. He goes out to the left there to Truffert. Low ball forward looking for Kalimuendo. Cleared up by Kier in his own half. He now has the ball on the near side. He goes back to his goalkeeper of Mike Mignon. Oh, he took Ruben Loftus-Cheek 2 minutes in the second half to score his brace. And he is having a superb season. He's now got 6 in 12 Europa League appearances. Loftus-Cheek, very good record in Europe. As it's Pulisic, goes back to the right back Florenzi, who's midway side his own half here. Looking for the options. He's going to go for a ball out to the left. That is really poor. Stefano Pioli isn't a happy man on the bench there for AC Milan. Just a waste from Florenzi looking out wide left for Leao. As we're on the edge of the box here for Stade Rennais with their centre-back Amari to the goalkeeper now Mandanda. Giroud's closing him down, but he can play out to the right there toward Doué. Cut out there by Hernandez. 1-2 with Leao, and then back into Leao. He strikes it to the far post. And that is goal number 50 for Rafael Leao in an AC Milan shirt. Aggressive pressing from Theo Hernandez. Won the ball back for Milan. I think it was 2-1-2s between those two down the left flank for AC Milan, which eventually had Leao taking the shot on goal. And from around 12 yards out, backheeled it back into Hernandez, who replayed the ball back into Leao. It was a good pace for Leao to latch onto it first time. Side-footed, right into that far corner, hits the side netting. No chance for Mandanda. And AC Milan really mean business tonight. They've been absolutely fantastic. And Rafael Leao gets his 50th AC Milan goal. And what a time to get it. To make it 3-0, and surely, really, for this playoff time, it's going to be AC Milan's to lose as they lead 3-0 here at San Siro. Really well won back there by Theo Hernandez, who got it into Leao. Then Leao went back out wide to Hernandez, and Leao had continued to make his run into the box, then was found again by the left back. And the Portuguese international played it into the net with that right-footed finish. And he struggled in the league, Rafael Leao, for goals. He's got 3 goals in the season in Serie A. And his last came in September. And he's not scored in his last 16 in the league that he's played in. So he hasn't been all firing like usual, Leao, but he's been on it tonight for sure. As AC Milan out on the edge of the box with Kier. Pokes it away eventually as Terrier was the one trying to take the ball off him. So it's a throw in for Stade Rennais right next to the corner flag on the near side. It's Truffert, the left back on it. Has to throw it back towards the halfway line here to Santa Maria, who's got it midway side the AC Milan half. It's now in the centre circle with Amari. Matasiwa out to the right here to Guella Doué. Crosses first time towards Terrier. Goes all the way through to the far post towards Truffert, who gets the last touch off Pulisic. And it will be a corner for Stade Rennais. Good ball there by Guella Doué. It fell right through to the far post towards Truffert. And it was taken off him by Pulisic. So it will be a corner kick for the away side. And it will be taken here by Benjamin Berijou. In the ball goes. It's been played all the way through to the far post, where it'll be recollected here by Tiata for Stade Rennais in a right wing position. Goes to the edge of the area here to Matasiwa, who crosses to the far post. No one's there. Not even anyone in an AC Milan shirt is there. All the way through for a goal kick. Pretty poor there from their new January signing, Azor Matusiwa, who came through Ajax as a former Dutch under-21 international, and he's got to be doing a lot better than that next time, the central midfielder. AC Milan can build out from the back with their goalkeeper, Mignon. Reinders gets beyond one Stade Rennais player and it's played to Pulisic on the near side, who's able to keep it in. 1-2 off the Sheik. Pulisic on the edge of the area. Plays out to the left here to Leao. Back through for Pulisic, who's continued his run and he shoots towards goal. And it's well saved by Mandanda, who got down low to his left to keep the ball out. Good positive run in there from Pulisic to run across the whole pitch there from right to left to complete that 1-2 with Leao, and he shot towards goal. If it was more towards the corner, we may have had a different story, but it was just close enough to Mandanda so he could save. So it'll be a right-footed in-swinger for AC Milan. Low one, tried to be flicked on by Pulisic, cut out by Matasiwa. And it's going to be another corner from the same side here for AC Milan. I believe it'll be taken again by Florenzi. So Pulisic is stood at the near post again. Florenzi will deliver. More in towards the 6-yard box, flapped by Mandanda. Leao, edge of the area to Reinders, who again, for the second time in the game, shoots from the edge of the box, and it's the same result. Flies high and wide. Not dealt with that well there by Steve Mandanda. And he went through to the far post to Leao, who thought the best option was to lay it off to Reinders on the edge of the box. But didn't quite connect. Well, he connected with the ball quite well, really. Too well. Absolutely sent it flying over the crossbar. And that'll be a throw-in for AC Milan as the ball goes right out of play from the goal kick from Steve Mandanda. And it's back with AC Milan on their edge of the box with Kier, who goes back to Mike Mignon in the AC Milan goal. I might always know the stats and the research. Well, I'm definitely going to use all the research I've got because I will not be doing this second leg next week. That is for sure. I'll see how the second leg goes, but I think we know who he's going to be going through in this one. But yeah, to be fair, when you do teams like Stade Rennais, a team that you don't really know a lot about, it is interesting to learn about the players in the club and all the rest of it. And to be fair, don't get me wrong, it's not been the most competitive of games. Stade Rennais just aren't at the quality of AC Milan, but I've enjoyed watching AC Milan play because they've been quite free flowing tonight. I think it's the best I've probably seen them play in terms of just the way they've attacked. It's just there's a freedom to it. It doesn't seem as regimented and as structured. It just seems like there's a bit more of a flow to it. But Stade Rennais will try and get a goal back. It's out wide right here to Kalimuendo. It goes here into Matasiwa, midway side the AC Milan half. Back out to the right here to Buriju, who goes through towards Kalimuendo, who tries to square it across. And it's stopped by Mignon. Not a bad ball there from Kalimuendo, looking for Terrier. But the AC Milan goalkeeper was equal to it. But they don't really feature in many European competitions. Stade Rennais were beaten in this stage last season by Shakhtar. Before that, their last time in this competition was in the 2019-2020 season, where they didn't make it out of the group stage, where they were in a group with Celtic, Cluj and Lazio. Did send Arsenal close in 2019 in the last 16 in the Europa League, beaten 4-3 on aggregate. And they have also been in the Conference League one time before, where they reached the last 16 of that one and lost to Leicester City, who went all the way through to the semi-finals of that competition before being beat by Roma. We've got half an hour to go here at San Siro. It's been a very comfortable AC Milan performance. They've done exactly what they needed to do. Get themselves far in front for the second leg away from home. And they have done just that. 2 goals from Loftus-Cheek and 1 from Leao, which was his 50th for the club. It's Loftus-Cheek on halfway. Keeps it away from Tiata. It's now Pulisic. There's been runs made over the top. Well, in behind. Can't quite find them over the top. Cut out here for Stade Rennais with Berdijou. He works out to the left here. Finding Desio Doué. Then a ball in behind towards Truffert. Just over here. Couldn't get the cross in. And that's kind of been the story of the game for Stade Rennais. It's just that last pass, or that the important pass to really set up the attack has just been lacking. And it means that they've not really been able to work too many meaningful attacks on the AC Milan goal. As with half an hour left, we're going to have 2 AC Milan changes. Rafael Leao will be brought off here after the goal he scored. He scored 1 in the group stages of the Champions League in their victory at home to PSG. He scored his 7th of the season, and he'll be replaced by number 17, Noah Okafor, who was signed from RB Salzburg in the summer for €14 million. Scored against AC Milan last season in the Champions League group stages. And the second change will see 34-year-old Simon Kjær replaced by Malik Thiaw, who has been out with a hamstring injury since the 2nd of December. He's missed the last 14 games, and he returns tonight. A much-needed return, as they were short on centre-halves, AC Milan, with Tomori also being absent, and Kalulu as well. Thiaw's back. He'll play half an hour off the bench. Not much-needed minutes into the German international centre-back's legs. Back underway with Musa for AC Milan. Out to the right back of Florenzi, who brings the ball forward and plays it over the top here towards Loftus-Cheek, who will get onto the ball here, right next to the corner flag on the near side. 1-on-1 with Tiata, waiting for support. Plays it forward here to Musa, just inside the area on the right-hand side. Goes outside the box with the pass to Florenzi. Down the line for Loftus-Cheek, who can play it into the area for Musa. Can't turn away from Truffert. Back into Loftus-Cheek again. Florenzi. Lifted ball. Finds Pulisic. All a bit congested at the moment for AC Milan. There's surrounded by Stade Rennais shirts. As Loftus-Cheek goes back here to Thiaw. Then to the halfway line here to Gabbia. Now all the way to the goalkeeper, Mignon. Good pressing really there from Stade Rennais to force AC Milan backwards there. Because it did look like they were about to start cooking up another big chance there. As they have been pretty clinical so far tonight, AC Milan, with the chances they've had. Didn't have their greatest season last campaign in the league. 4th position, which got them into the Champions League. Finished 6 points ahead of Atalanta in 5th spot, but were 20 off Napoli, who won the league last season. They're obviously off it themselves this season, Napoli. It's AC Milan still on the ball in their own half with Florenzi. Out to the right here on the halfway line to Pulisic. Back to Florenzi, as it looks like we're going to get 2 changes for Stade Rennais. Alidou Seydou, the centre-back, will be coming on. And so will number 10, Amin Guri. But those changes won't happen until the ball goes out of play. And I don't know when the ball will next go out of play, because AC Milan are very settled on the ball here. On the far side, just inside the Stade Rennais half with Theo Hernandez. Back here into Gabbia, the centre-half. Across to the number 28, Malik Thiaw, who was actually sent off in the last game we commentated on AC Milan. Sent off at home in the league game against Juventus, where they ended up losing 1-0. Juventus now currently 2nd in Serie A, ahead of AC Milan. Ball out to the right to Loftus-Cheek. Tries to bring it down with his touch, but it's brought away from him by Tiata. Now Santa Maria for Stade Rennais, back into the left centre-half of Tiata. It's now with the goalkeeper Mandanda. He's going to be pressed here by Okafor. Just about takes it away from him with a clearance up towards Terrier. Headed forward by Thiaw. Pulisic tackled. Brought away here by Tiata, who plays it out to the left here to Truffert. 10 yards inside the AC Milan half. He's going to drive on the inside. And faces backwards and goes here into Desio Doué. Now Santa Maria in the centre circle. Switch out to the right to Guella, Doué, forward from right back, cutting in on towards his left foot, laying it off for Santa Maria. Out to the left here to Truffert. Midway inside the AC Milan half, forward to Calimuendo. Not got loads of options, goes out to the left again to Truffert. Tries to poke the ball through into the area to Terrier, nowhere near him. Cut out by Gabbia. Cleared down the line and off Terrier for a throw-in, and we'll get the changes now. Well, they've certainly not got him in the game enough. Martin Terrier, the number 7. In the season before last, he got 21 goals in Ligue 1, and then last season he suffered an ACL injury which cut his season short. But he will survive the changes, I think, because it will be Calimuendo to come off here for number 10, Amine Gouiri, who switched his allegiance from France to Algeria in October last year, but was injured for AFCON. And the second change we'll see Guella Doué, the right back, who's probably been the more positive players for Stade Rennais tonight. He'll be replaced by number 36, Alidou Seydou, who was brought in January on the 29th of the month from Clermont Foot for 11 million euros, 23 years of age, and this is his first ever appearance in any European competition. So 2 changes for the away side, as it still remains 3-0 here at San Siro. Long ball forward by the goalkeeper Mandanda. Header away by Gabbia. Controlled by Giroud. To his left now to Reinders. Now Theo Hernandez on halfway. Stade Rennais have got majority of plays behind the ball as he finds Musa in the midfield. But as he released it there, Hernandez, he was just caught lay there by Berdijou. And it will be a free kick for AC Milan. I think it was actually Amine Gouiri, who's just come off the bench here. It was the number 10. Signed for 28 million euros last season. Amine Gouiri from Nice, turning 24 years of age tomorrow, the Algerian. So we've got a quarter of the game to go. Just about to hit the 68th minute. And it's AC Milan in possession. Inside their 18-yard box with their goalkeeper, Mike Mignon. He was out of action for quite a lot last season, the goalkeeper. Calf problem he picked up in October through to February, where he was able to return for AC Milan to play every minute in the quarter-finals and the semi-finals of their Champions League run. But for the home side, this will be their 20th win in all competitions this season. It's their 33rd game of the campaign, as they have given away the ball here on the halfway line. It's now with Stade Rennais with their left-back Truffert, who's got Doué to his left. Finds the 18-year-old winger, who on to his right foot will put a ball in, and it's had to be flipped behind for a corner. That was going towards the head of Martin Terrier, but it's Malik Chow for AC Milan to deal with it, just towards the penalty spot. I'm presuming Terrier would have won that header on Hernandez, so it was a needed header away there from Malik Chow. It's going to be a corner here for Stade Rennais. Will be taken by number 14, Berdijou, whose only Europa League goal in his previous 27 came against Arsenal in the last 16 back in 2019. Crosses it in with pace towards the far post, where an acrobatic attempt's not gone towards goal. It's gone across the box, headed away by Giroud. Put back in by Seydou. All as far as Hernandez on the edge of the box, who can clear it. Not very convincing. It's played out to the right here for Stade Rennais. There's still a chance here. Gouiri in the box, turns and strikes it towards the near post. Wide it goes. No save needed from the goalkeeper. But it's not a bad left-footed shot there from Amine Gouiri, who does have 18 Europa League appearances, so he does find the net in this competition, the Algerian off the bench, but this time he's just struck the shot wide. There's just around 20 minutes left to play. There's Mignon on the ball for AC Milan, goes to his right to Chow, who's made 3 appearances for his country, which is Germany. Yet to win in any of those 3 from Malik Chow, as he was handed a debut under Hansi Flick. Hernandez from left back, striding forward, beyond the halfway line, plays the ball inside here to Giroud, lays it off for Okafor, out to the right to Pulisic, touch into the area, can he get the shot away? Pulisic on the left foot, strikes it, blocked, loose ball cleared by Matusiwa, headed forward though by Giroud, looking for Okafor, just goes away from him and can be seen behind there by Amari, and it's another chance that goes for AC Milan. I mean, it's going to be hard to picture Stade Rennais getting back into this game, even in the second leg. But if they can possibly get one back, make it 3-1, which they could do here. Terrier to Guri, edge of the box on the right-hand side. He's going to go on the right foot and he strikes it. Saved back towards Guri, who's tackled there by Chow. And they've won the ball back here off Hernandez. Long-range strike is made. He's forced to save from Mignon. And Stade Rennais is showing that they could possibly nick one back here. Like I say, if they make it 3-1, 2-goal disadvantage, that's something they could work with into the second leg. It's not all over if it's only a 2-goal deficit. Obviously, still a hard job for them. I'm not saying it'll be easy, but it's a bit more possible than being 3 down. And I just don't know why Amin Guri, who's come off the bench tonight for Stade Rennais, hasn't started. He's been absolutely fantastic since coming on. And it's still Stade Rennais on the ball until that pass out to the left, cut out by Florenzi. And he'll bring this forward. He's got Giroud and Pulisic to his left. He'll play over the top towards Pulisic. It's gone a bit beyond the American. And he can't quite keep it. It's gone through to the right back, Seydu. Matusiwa forward to the edge of the box to Santa Maria. His passing has been slightly off tonight, Florenzi, at times. But when he's got it right, he's got it really right. Including that cross he got for the assist for Loftus-Cheek's first in the first half. It's now down the line here for Guri. For Deus. Doué, sorry. And then Guri tries to go forward towards Santa Maria. The pass has gone too far ahead of him. And it's picked up by Musa. In between the lines for Pulisic. He's in a central position. He's got Giroud peeling out left. He'll go out to the right on his own. Beyond the tackle of Tiata. Pulisic straight at the goalkeeper. The rebound's blocked on the line. And how has AC Milan not just made it 4? Big let-off as there was a cheap giveaway of possession by Guri. And Pulisic's shot wasn't good enough straight at the keeper. And then the shot from Okafor was blocked off the line. And Stade Rennais come forward. Doué on his right foot. Laying it off to Terrier. Backwards to Guri. Out to the right now. To Burijou. He's got the overlap of Seydu, the right back. He finds him. Final third goes back here into Burijou. Across to Santa Maria. First time pass out to the left to Truffet, the left back. On the edge of the area. He'll put a low ball into the box. Touched by Doué. Forces him wide. Tries to backheel it towards Guri. Cut out by Florenzi. Played forward here to Pulisic. And the attack dies down here for Stade Rennais. As they find Giroud. His layoff is short. And it's run back for Stade Rennais in their own half here. With their goal, with their centre-back. Warmed Amari. Stade Rennais have definitely shown they can score. But they have also shown that they can be a little bit vulnerable on the counter-attack. Truffet on the byline. Just about works the cross in, which deflects. Header away by Chow. He'll be controlled in a right-back position here by Loftus-Cheek. He will be tackled by Doué. Still alive for Stade Rennais in a very dangerous area of the pitch. It's midway inside the AC Milan half. Tiata goes out to the right. To Seydu, who's going to shoot from afar. And I've seen worse attempts, but I don't know why the centre-back who can play right-back is having a go from there, the Ghanaian. Always rising. About 5 yards above the crossbar. Like in this game, we have seen worse. But I don't know why he's taking that shot on. Kills the momentum. And we're going to get some changes now. We're going to see Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who is on a hat-trick. He's going to be replaced by number 4. Of Ismail Benacer, who started the game at the weekend against Napoli. Dropped to the bench tonight, but he's back on the field now. Benacer. So that's the first change of 2. And the second change will see Florenzi, the assist maker for the first goal. He'll be replaced by number 38, Filippo Terracciano, who was brought in early in the January transfer window for €5 million from Hellas Verona. He's coming on for his 3rd AC Milan appearance. And for the away side, we're going to see number 6, Azor Matusiwa, replaced by left winger Ibrahim Salah, Moroccan winger brought in last January from Ghent, Belgian born. And I think we're going to see 3 Stade Rennais changes. Another one is going to be Desiree Doué. He'll be replaced by left back Mamadou Daguida. So left back Truffert off for Daguida. We've seen Matusiwa replaced by Ibrahim Salah. And I'm sure we had a third change there as well. I do apologise. When so many changes are made, you can almost lose track. But Salah, the substitute, gives it away. With Benasser. On the ball. It's now with Reinders. AC Milan settle back in possession. I'll try and find out that last change if I can, but I didn't quite see who came off and who came on. Pulisic kicks the ball out of play. Throwing next to the corner flag for Stade Rennais on this near side. And it was Ludovic Blas who's come on, the central midfielder. So Blas came on for Matusiwa. Daguida replaced Truffert at left back. And Salah came on for Desiree Doué. So all 5 changes made for Stade Rennais. We've got 13 minutes left of this game. So with the right back, Seydou. Has it. Turns away from Okafor. Now finds Beruju. Beruju. I can't say his name. God, these names. Beruju. Who goes over the top down the right. And Hernandez can't quite win the ball back. It's now Guri. He's trying to get into the area and he does do so. What a run this is. Guri lays it off or attempts to. Cut out by Musa. And then it goes through to the hands of Mignon, who clears it with his left boot to the halfway line to Amari. Did so well there, Guri, to get away from 2 AC Milan players to enter the box. It's now on this near side here with Salah. It's now out to the opposite side to Seydou. Stade Rennais get a cross in the box to the far post. Guri with the header. And he heads it wide. Quite far wide as well. Big chance there for Guri. Cross came in. And he couldn't quite put it in the back. And they couldn't even work it on target there. Guri, who's come off the bench. He has got 7 goals in all competitions, 2 in the Europa League in the group stages, and both of them were away. So AC Milan play out from the back, 11 minutes to play. Edge of the box with Malik Chow, the centre-back. Benasser. 1-2 with Musa. Still in the AC Milan half as they keep the ball for the moment. Benasser beyond the halfway line, looking out to the left, bringing in left back Hernandez, who's got Okafor in front of him. They play it to him in the final third here. Okafor inside to Giroud, back out to Okafor, who's out wide. Tries to go towards the byline, but he overhits his touch. Out of play for a goal kick. Needs to be better than that from Noah Okafor, the Swedish international. Stade Rennais play it out to the right. What a switch that is, and what a touch from Guri. Why he's not started this game, I do not know. He's been fantastic since coming on. It's now out to this right-hand side here with Salah on the ball. Shot from afar. And it's just hit the roof of the net. It's not the worst attempt in the world by their number 8, Baptiste Santa Maria. Mignon probably had it covered, the goalkeeper. But it's still a wicked strike. And it has been better this second half from Stade Rennais. They've definitely had more meaningful chances. As we get another change here, Christian Pulisic comes off for number 7, Yassine Adli, who's coming on for his first ever Europa League appearance. This season's his first ever time playing in Europe for Yassine Adli. And he'll come on for the last 10 minutes here. And here he is on the ball on the far side, running out of pitch. And it'll be a throw in for Stade Rennais. And they throw it back into their own half here with Amari, the centre-back. Seydou back into Amari, midway side, his own half here for the away side. Amari back to the goalkeeper of Mandanda, who, if he concedes one more goal here, Mandanda, it'll be his 50th goal conceded in his Europa League career. This is his 39th appearance in the competition. They've got it forward here. Beyond the halfway line now is Guri. Got option to his right and left. Keeps the ball here. He plays it simply to his right here to Berijou. It's now Blas, their attacking midfielder. Out to the left of Tiata, who's forward from centre-back. It's now with Salah onto his right foot. Inside to Guri. Across. And then returns the ball. It's Guri again. 25 yards out. Playing a pass through into the box. And it can't be controlled. And it's out of play for the goal kick. He's definitely got something working. The head coach, Julien Stéphan, who left the club in March 2021 after 110 games in charge and then has returned back on the 19th of November. There were 8 wins in a row before today. 9 unbeaten. Their last loss in their last Europa League game in mid-December to Villarreal. So they've gone on a good run, but it's going to come to an end here at San Siro. It's now AC Milan on the halfway line with Musa being chased down here, but he keeps away from one opposition player and a second and a third and a fourth. What a run this is. Musa on the right, crosses early to the far post. It's cut out by Amari as he was aiming for Giroud. But that is a really good run there from Yunus Musa, who has got that energy. Former Arsenal Academy prospect. Spent 7 years at Arsenal. He was born in New York, Musa. Moved from Italy to America. Moved from America to Italy after birth, and then joined Arsenal at the age of 9. So he's been all around the world, Yunus Musa, and he's back here in Italy, where he grew up as a child. So out to the far side to Theo Hernandez, driving away from one Stade Rennais player, then finding Adli. Benacer, edge of the box, lifts it through, looking for Giroud, cut out by Stade Rennais' defender of Amari. And Hernandez let fly from the edge of the box, but again, just always rising over the crossbar. Wanted a corner. I don't think he even wanted a corner. The referee was slightly in the way as Hernandez took the shots on. Theo Hernandez, who's not scored so far this season, did play every minute. He has scored this season. He scored 4 in the league. He hasn't scored in Europe. Theo Hernandez, the captain for AC Milan, did play every minute in the group stages of the Champions League, but didn't score. As mentioned before, if Stade Rennais can get a goal here, make it 3-1, it will just mean that second leg won't be as straightforward for AC Milan as it is with Blas. Bringing it forward from midfield. Out to the right here to Stade. Back across to Beriju. It's now Santa Maria. To his left here to Nagida. Santa Maria. Possession lost there through Blas. And it's a counter-attack that's on for AC Milan. Reinders charging forward. There's a gap emerging in the defence. He tries to go through it. He's been brought down instead on the edge of the box. And that'll be a yellow card. Really good running there from Tijani Reinders. And he was eventually brought down there by Stade Rennais' number 43 of Mamadou Nagida, who they brought in from Cameroon, the 18-year-old, who tried to come across to tackle Reinders, but instead of winning the ball, completely took out the Dutch midfielder. And that will be a free kick right on the edge of the box for the home side. And if they make it 4, then that is surely tie, all finished for AC Milan. So the man who made the challenge, Nagida, has stayed down at the moment. He did just seem to clash with Reinders. Obviously, it was his foul. It was almost his own doing. But he has stayed down hurt. It was just a bit of a tangle of legs, so he could have easily had a bit of a knock to one of his legs there. So before we get this free kick taken, we'll get a bit of a timeout for medical treatment. As these Milan fans are buzzing around the ground because this is a real opportunity to win European silverware. Not won anything in Europe since 2007, and they are looking for their 50th trophy as a club, AC Milan. They're currently on 49 at the moment. So it looks like Nagida will be okay to continue. Just getting a bit of treatment on the sidelines. So this is literally around 20 yards out. It is right on the edge of the box. It's quite central as well. More of an angle for a left footer. It looks like it's going to be Theo Hernandez to hit this one. The AC Milan captain. Referee blows the whistle. It's Benacer to strike it. And it hits the roof of the net. Aimed towards the top right corner. Couldn't get it down in time. And Benacer does not get his name on the score sheet for tonight. It's not a bad attempt at all. It is not far away. Just couldn't get it down in time. But it is AC Milan to keep the ball as we are closing in on the 90th minute. Stade Rennais have won the ball back here on the right-hand side. Santa Maria looking at Adley and playing it to the left here. And a short ball cut out by Chow. Caught late as the ball's cleared. Free kick for AC Milan. Just as I mentioned it a couple of times now, but just to really reiterate why Stade Rennais haven't scored tonight. It's just because the most important pass in each move hasn't come off more often than not. It's either been behind a player, it's been too overhit, and it's just stopped any flowing attacks, which has meant AC Milan have had an easier job defending because the majority of their defending has come midway inside their own half and not a lot of it has come on the edge of the box. It's got 4 minutes of added on time here. Seydu, 2 strong tackles for Stade Rennais and he wins the ball back. And he switched out to the left here. Can it be kept in by Salah? No, it can't. Overhit again. Out for an AC Milan throw-in. I think there will be positives for Stade Rennais to take. But overall, AC Milan have just been the better side so far. Just the better side on the night. As it's AC Milan on the ball with a goalkeeper to the left centre back of Gabbia. Ball forward down the line. Controlled by Okafor. Look for the pass of Hernandez, who bombed forward from left back on halfway. Cut out for Stade Rennais. It's on the halfway line here with Amari. It's now out to the far side here with Blas. It's now with Santa Maria. Everyone behind the ball for AC Milan. Bar Giroud as he's switched out to the left. It's a header out of play by Terracciano for AC Milan. So it's a Stade Rennais throwing. Nagida back to Tiata, who is in the AC Milan half, the centre-back. Playing it down the line here towards Salah. Strong tackle from Terracciano. And again, the throw-in goes back to Tiata. And Stade Rennais have got 2.5 minutes to try and get a consolation goal. Flicks forward for Guri. Can't get away from Chow. But he regains the ball here through Salah. And then Guri tackles strongly there again by Terracciano. Some good defending from the AC Milan right back, who's had a slight feature off the bench for the last 15 minutes. Tiata bringing it forward. 1-2. And then loses the possession with a poor touch. Took away from him by Reinders. So now with Musa at right back for AC Milan. Finding Chow. Out to the right to Benacer. As he goes back here to Reinders. Then into the area here to Terracciano. But it does look like Mamadou Nagida, the left back for Stade Rennais, who went off injured before after his tackle on Reinders. It looks like he's gone off again, receiving treatment on the near side. As AC Milan bring the ball forward here, an advantage played. Okafor on the left wing outside the area. He's going to clip the ball to the far post. Can he find the run of Musa? No, he can't. Caught by Mandanda. And he'll roll it out to the left here to Benjamin Bridijou. Just over a minute to play here at San Siro. This is quality commentary, I've got to say. Great content. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. It's been an okay game. You know, nothing too exciting. It's just been a very professional AC Milan performance, and they've won 3-0 because of it. Very healthy lead into the second leg. But no, I do appreciate that comment. Thank you very much. I'm glad you have enjoyed it. As we could get a Stade Rennais late goal here. In behind to the left there to Blas. In the area. One-on-one with Chow on the outside of him towards the byline. Lifts across in. Straight into the hands of Mike Mignon at the near post. And it will probably end 3-0 now. Stade Rennais have run out of time here at San Siro. As it does look like the Stade Rennais left back has actually been carried off injured, which isn't a great sign for Mamadou Nagida. As we've played the 4 minutes of additional time. And the referee, Nikola Nabanovic, blows for full time here. And it's been a very comfortable win in the first leg of this playoff round in the Europa League for AC Milan. The goal scoring started in the first half through Loftus-Cheek, a fantastically glanced header into the far corner which deflected off the post and in to give AC Milan a lead at half-time, and he got a brace 3 minutes after the restart. Loftus-Cheek scoring again from a header after a save was made by Mandanda from a shot from Simon Kjaer which came off his back, tipped straight into the path of Loftus-Cheek, who got onto the ball quickly, headed it beyond Mandanda to score his second header of the game and his second goal to make it 2-0 for AC Milan. The third goal followed soon after. 5 minutes later, Rafael Leao linked up with his partner on that left-hand side, Theo Hernandez. 2-1-2s meant that Leao could have a shot in the box 12 yards out and opened up the body, opened up the right foot, side-footed it into the far right corner. And that was Rafael Leao's 50th AC Milan goal, and it put them very clear of Stade Rennais, who in fairness at the San Siro attempted to try and get back in the game. They ended up having 12 shots, 4 on target, but not enough to beat Mike Mignon in the AC Milan goal. There is still a second leg, there is still another 90 minutes, but it's going to be quite the challenge for Stade Rennais to try and get beyond this AC Milan side to get into the last 16. Always great comments. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers for this. I'll definitely be back next match. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that. The next match is Manchester City against Chelsea at 5:30 on Saturday. Then the one on Sunday is Brighton women against Liverpool women at 12 o'clock. And then next week's commentaries will be scheduled on the channel at the end of the week. So make sure you subscribe, notifications on, so you know exactly when I'm going live and what games I'm covering as well. But I do appreciate those comments. It really does mean a lot. But this is going to be the end of the live commentary. If you did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe. And here at San Siro, AC Milan have gave themselves a clear 3-goal advantage to go into the second leg in France to try and get into the last 16. It was a Loftus-Cheek double with a goal from Leal, which was his 50th for AC Milan. And it means here, at the end of this first leg in this playoff game, it ends here. AC Milan 3, Stade Rennais 0.